but we're going into another lockdown. I'm tired. Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Tea Time. Nope, not Tea Time with Tea, of the Tea Time vlog. I'm T. I mean, you should know this by now. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. I've got a whole bunch of other videos that you can watch. Just make sure you like, share, subscribe if you like the content. There's more content coming, same things on Instagram. But we're going into another lockdown. I'm tired. And it is a bit frustrating, but you know, I am trusting the government to make the right decisions. I know that is a lot of trust. But, you know, if that is what we need to do in order to kind of curb the current rise in cases and deaths of the coronavirus in the UK, then so be it. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth because obviously, you know, I don't believe that people are actually making these decisions so that people die, right? I believe that they do actually care about human life. Maybe I'm a bit naive to think so, but what else am I supposed to do? Anyway, we're going into lockdown. This is a new setup. This is not my car, obviously. And you guys tell me whether you like it or not. I do not have any feelings about it so far. It's different. But I got gifted one of those like box lights from Hanifa. Shout out to you, Hanifa. And it means that I can have a good amount of light when I'm doing these shoots. So, you know, there's like a blinding light right in front of me right now, which you guys obviously can't see. But yeah, I'm testing out a new setup, and if you guys don't like it, let me know. Because if you like it, you probably won't say anything. If it means nothing, you won't say anything. But if you don't like it, you think it's terrible, think it's horrible, I should go back in my car, I'm excluding my car, that is not inclusive, you let me know. And I'll be back in the car. Maybe. We'll see. If I like the outcome of this, I'm just going to stay doing this. So start us off with some shout outs. I have two shout outs. The first one is for Something Real Bakery. So I had my friend Lola, we went to school together, went to secondary school together. She started a bakery. I will tag her page, it's on Instagram, you can hit her up, and she makes cakes to order. Ordered one for my mom's birthday, and when I tell you, proper, it's so good. I didn't even know that she could bake like this. Like, I mean, I'd seen it online, I'm like, yeah, like if you're gonna start a bakery business, you got to be able to bake. But when I tell you, I tasted that cake and just heavenly, man, just so soft and fluffy. So we got a rum raisin cake, some icing on, and it was just beautifully presented. A lot of care taken with the cake and the decorations and just attention to detail. It just tasted so good. So Something Real Bakery, she's based in London. I ordered it and had it driven to Manchester, which I'm not saying everyone should do, but it just so happened my uncle was coming up, so he picked up the cake. But if you're based in London, I know she does deliveries, or you can organize like deliveries with her if you're close to her. Otherwise, just Uber, which is what we did. But Something Real Bakery, man, Lola, she is honestly out of this world, and I'm just so blown away by how good the cake was. Not that I expected it to be bad, but it's just something that I didn't know about her, and I had never had the opportunity to kind of engage her services, and then I did. And I'm not disappointed. So that's the first shout out. The second shout out is for Skincare With Elly. So once again, another friend of mine, went to school together, Aloha. She has become a body shop reseller and consultant, skincare consultant, I think is like the title-ish. I might be wrong, but essentially she is like a pro when it comes to skincare products from Body Shop, which if you watched my video the video I was in, the skincare routine video on BuzzFeed. Yeah, I was on BuzzFeed. You'll see that quite a few of the products that I use are from Body Shop, and she is the one who sold them to me. So I'll tag her page again, Skincare with Elly. She will sort you out. She can give you recommendations for skincare products that you can use. And you know, Body Shop is like stuff for your body, stuff for your face, hand specific, nail specific. You know, they have a wide range, you know, bath stuff, shower stuff, wide range of products. And she can guide you through that, because I know I got the catalog and I was like, I have no clue what is going on here. And she kind of talked me through, made some recommendations, took out some stuff that I thought would have been good. And she's like, well, actually this would be better for you and your skin and what you're trying to do. So Skincare with Elly. She's also on Instagram. I've sent a few of my friends that way already. And I'm sure they're not disappointed. So yeah, those are my 2 shout outs. So this week was my mom's birthday. So, you know, we did some stuff, we celebrated. Tried to get her a tablet, and I tell you, the process of getting this tablet was the longest thing ever. I had ordered it online, went to the store to go pick it up. They were like, actually your order's been cancelled, but nobody had told me that the order was being cancelled. And I was like, could nobody tell me that the order was being cancelled? And then got the number for the online store of that shop. And they're like, yeah, no, the order was cancelled. Basically, the system picked it up as a fraudulent payment. I'm just like, well, that's cool. So, you know, I was being told, oh, it's for my safety, but for my safety, and nobody told me, right? So now I'm stuck here looking like an idiot standing outside this shop. It was a long experience. Anyway, I had to call up their store, then call up my bank, then request that the order just be cancelled. Then I got told, like, if you cancel it, you could still be charged. And I was like, I don't care, I just need the money now. Then I had to go ask at the shop if they would let me in, because they were doing appointments only. Just let me in to buy this iPad. Then I had a little scare, and they were like, we actually don't have the iPad in stock. And I was like, but they were looking at the wrong one. So yeah, I mean, working from the office, even though the office was really empty this week as well, which, surprising, I prefer to work from the office. But with the latest announcement, it's very likely I'm just going to be working from home. So I'm going to go in tomorrow to grab all my stuff that I had left in the office. And I think from Tuesday, just going to be working from home, which I am not like the happiest about. I'm not happy about lockdown, but you know, none of us are. And what's peak about the lockdown is I actually had made the decision that from like the 9th of November, I'm going back to the gym. Like, I'm gonna start up a program. I'm gonna go do like 2 months, because I'm doing my master's in January. So I'm gonna do 2 months. So do the first month, then cancel, or do like the 30-day notice, do the second month, and then be done. But it'd be like a good way to kind of like get me started for the year, like kickstart for the year, back in the gym, back in the groove of things. Cause I love the gym. I love going to the gym. I think it's really good therapy for a lot of people. But yeah, gyms are probably going to be closing with these new lockdown rules. I know there's like pockets of people who are trying to get gyms classed as an essential service, because even one of my friends said it today, like if he can't, he's currently in the best shape of his life. If he can't access the gym, his mental health is gonna go in the pooper. I apologize. The bleep. And I feel that. I was ready to go. I kind of got over my worries about the gym and, you know, being indoors and all this kind of stuff, extended period of time, people sweating, breathing deeply, all of this kind of stuff. And I was like, no, do you know what? From everything I'm reading, it's good to go. I can go to the gym, but my plans are just, they're not coming through. I don't think the gym is going to be open, unfortunately, which is a bit of a pain, to be honest, but not just for me, for everybody involved. What else? Right. I'm gonna talk more about this like in a later video, but I failed one of my goals. I failed the top goal, which was to run 180 kilometers. I think I finished on like 140, and I have no excuses. Like, I know exactly what I did wrong, but I just wasn't, there were too many days where I let like going to work be the reason why I didn't run, or, you know, waking up early and then just kind of laying in bed. There's a lot to do with me. There's not really a lot of outside factors. I just didn't get the job done. So I failed my last goal. Still managed to do quite a lot. It's not a bad amount, but it's not what I wanted to do. So, you know, we saddle up and ride out again. It's a new month, another opportunity to be great, to hit my goals. So I'll do that. But like I said, I'm going to talk more about failing versus quitting in another video. So this video, the thing I want to talk about, and I'm gonna get kind of close. No, I'm joking. Damn. The thing I want to talk about is how everyone should kind of approach this lockdown coming. So first lockdown happened, people are like, oh, if you don't come out with a skill, or you know better, all this kind of stuff. And I think I've said this before, I kind of agreed with that at first, because for me it was just time. It was an opportunity to figure out something you wanted to do and to do it. Going into this second lockdown, having talked to a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of my friends, connected with new people over social media, I will say that every single person's goal for this lockdown coming should be to stay connected to people, to not detach yourself from the world, to remember that you're not alone. I think coming out of another lockdown with your mental health intact is super important. With you not feeling, not having bouts with depression, not having bouts with anxiety, not feeling alone, not feeling separated from the rest of the world, disconnected. I think that should be the number one goal for everybody going into another lockdown, a month-long lockdown. And it's really easy. I mean, I think I'm quite fortunate. I have always been around people pretty much from March 28th up until now. I was alone for 3 weeks, I think. 3 weeks was the only, I was alone for 3, that was it. And, you know, I just kind of got on with what I was doing. But I know that some people kind of really struggled or were alone for, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. And that has to be tough. That has to be really tough. I don't know that I could do that. I am 28 years old and I don't know if I could be 6 months on my own. And I think living on your own is one thing, but living on your own and being confined to your house is the problem. And that's what really starts to affect people and mess with their minds. And people start to overthink and get worried about stuff. And just like I said, feel generally disconnected. So that should be the number one goal for everybody. It should be to, and don't push people to, oh no, you have to be a fitter coming out of lockdown. You have to have learned a new language. Don't push people. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm all for setting goals and working towards them. But I think this is the most important goal, that you come out of lockdown and you feel good. You feel able to continue. You feel positive. You're not weighed down by feelings of sadness or frustration or anger. That should, in my view, that should be the number one concern. Now, once you have, if you feel like you can do more than just that, so that's the baseline, you feel like you've got that in the bag. So for instance, for me, I feel like I can deal with a lockdown. I have the blueprint for it from the first lockdown, but I feel like I can deal with the lockdown. Figure out another goal and you literally have nothing but time. Even if you're working, right? I think a lot of people are gonna go back to working from home. Working from home has its own challenges, but it also removes travel time. Travel time is a big, big thing. It removes go out to the local restaurant, cafe, shop for lunch. Big, big thing. So if you can make sure that your mental is intact, you're coming out of lockdown sane, then you can set yourself some more goals, right? And you have time, like you're catching up on time, so you don't have to wake up early. You don't. So say for instance, with my travel time, it's 2 hours of the day, right? So if I had to be at work for 9, in fact, it might be 3 hours. If I had to be at work for 9, I would set off at 7:30, which means that the latest I could wake up is 6:30. If I wanted to get exercise done, we're talking about 5:30. So now that I don't have to worry about, oh, I have to leave at 7:30, I can wake up at 6 or 7 o'clock, exercise, run, do all of that stuff, and then come in, work. I can make sure I'm having home cooked meals every day because I don't have to worry about, oh, I need to prepare this food. Like I don't have to, the managing of time isn't, like you have more time, you just have more time. So if you're able to kind of apply that time in a different way, then you should be able to smash the goal. If your goal is to lose a bit of weight, if your goal is to start running, if your goal is to start doing some exercises at home, if your goal is to figure out a diet and stick to it, like, you know, Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, all of them shops are still open anyway, so you can really kind of cook your meals, plan them out, all of that kind of stuff. Same thing with connecting with people in the evening. I think towards like the middle and the end of lockdown, the first time, that's when people started to do, okay, we're gonna do Zoom quiz, we're gonna do Zoom calls, catch-ups, all of this kind of stuff. Shouts out to House Party. They must be going wild right now, happy that there's another lockdown. But don't disconnect yourself from people. Like I think it's really easy to do that, but you know, you make sure that you're not disconnected. That is, you know, if you're checking up on your friends, or even if you want to like talk to your friends, just, people don't have to necessarily call you for you to talk to your friends, right? You can just go out of your way and call them. Me and my friends, we do that all the time, like just randomly, just be like, hey bro, can you talk? Like, yeah, and then we just chop it up for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes I get home and I'm on the phone to a friend and I'm just sat in the car for an extra like 35 minutes. Just because having a good time with this conversation, we're just going. But you don't have to like wait for people to reach out to you, right? So, you know, you've gotten all of that under control. You're good. Your head is good. Figure out a goal and do it. Like it's just another opportunity. Whether it's to read a book, whether it's to get your eating under control, whether it's to get some exercise done. There's a lot of work you can do at home, right? And my kind of number one thing that I say to my mom all the time is, it's better to move than not. If you're trying to get fitter, sitting on your butt, that's not the move. That's not the lick at all. I had one of my friends, one of my schoolmates, he was like, oh, like, why are you doing home workouts? Gym would be better for your goals. And I was like, yeah, I completely agree, which is why I kind of came to the conclusion that I'm gonna go back to the gym. But me not being in the gym, but still working out at home and running is better than if I wasn't doing anything, right? And that's like the number one thing. There's so much that you can do from home, and there's so much that you can do with the hours that we have in the day. So it's an opportunity. Just take it as an opportunity to, first of all, make sure that you're good. Just your head is good. Your you need to take your mental health as serious as you take physical health, right? Your mental health can be positive or negative. Lockdown is a lot of stress. It's a lot of fatigue. It's a lot of isolation. It's tough. So take your mental health seriously. And there's a lot of things that you can do for that, whether it's like self-care, whether it's, you know, keeping in contact with family and friends, whether it's reading. There's like things that you enjoy doing, right? There's ways to mitigate, good word, mitigate the, what am I trying to say here? There's way to mitigate the negative effects of being by yourself or being in lockdown or being in like isolation. There are ways. So, you know, that should be the number one focus. Make sure that you're doing all of those things. Then if your mental's good, go and figure out something else to do because you've got time. You have an opportunity to make a difference in your life. Like a month away of like just focusing on a goal is a big deal. Like a month of just being able to focus, no distractions, no temptations, no wasted time is a lot of time to work on one thing. So why not? Anyway, that's really what I wanted to talk about, man. Take care of your noggin. Coming this lockdown, nobody's happy about it, but if this is what they feel we need to do in order to they keep saying save Christmas, whatever, I don't care at this point. Whatever they're saying, they're gonna say it regardless. So yeah, just take care of yourself during lockdown. Reach out to your friends and your family, make sure they're all good. Talk on the regular. There's no reason why you can't, and get off the text messages. Call somebody, hear their voice. It's better that way, yeah? Especially if you're older than 18. Call on the phone. I know some people want permission. Oh, can I call you? I mean, sure, why not? But call somebody, make sure they're good. Anyway, I hope you like this video. I'm gonna put I don't know, it should be around here. These are all my handles. So, first thing to do, hop on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, is that Tito, ISTHATTITO. Then, once you're done following me on Instagram, because you're a supportive person, you're gonna go on YouTube and you're gonna subscribe to my channel. That is Tea Time Media. That's TI space TIME space MEDIA. Like I said, it should all be here, I think. I'm gonna try to put it so that you could, right? Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow. Oh, before I go, I did a top 3, T's top 3 is a new thing I'm doing on Instagram. Top 3s have been done to death. That's fine. I'm not reinventing the wheel. But I had my top 3 food items on there on Instagram, so you can go check that out. I'm gonna start doing that every week. And then maybe when I do like 10, I'll put like a compilation on YouTube. Same thing with the reels. I've been thinking about it a lot to just do like a compilation, put them all together, throw that on YouTube, but we'll see how many, maybe when I have like 20, because they're like 15 seconds long, right? So anyway, yeah, more content coming. Just working out the kinks, getting set up, with my lights and stuff. And yeah, if you really didn't like this background and this setup, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that it's cool and we'll just do this going forward. But have a wonderful week. And remember, if I can do it, you can definitely do it, because man, you guys are better than me for sure. Anyway.